What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success. And in this video right now, what I want to do is shift your focus from focusing on the small, insignificant things that don't really matter as a clothing brand owner to how you can actually increase the social status of your clothing brand and the absolutely massive impact that will have for your clothing brand. I've talked about this in many different videos, but never in this much detail. And I really want you to internalize everything that I tell you in this video, because when you really understand it, it will actually help change the actions that you're taking as a clothing brand owner to actually get real results, instead of being like all the other clothing brand owners out there doing the same thing and never really getting anywhere, okay? So this is gonna show you some really, really deep and valuable nuances as a clothing brand owner that if you put in place, you will see incredible results. Should be a really good video. Stay tuned. This video is sponsored by DesignCrowd. DesignCrowd is a website that helps entrepreneurs crowdsource amazing designs from designers all around the world. For a special $100 VIP offer for Apparel Success viewers only, head over to www.designcrowd.com/apparel to learn more and receive up to $100 on your next project, or simply use the discount code APPAREL when posting your next project on DesignCrowd. All right, let's get into this right now. What I want you to do is forget about all the designs that you're considering using for your clothing brand. I want you to forget about all the different types of printing methods that you can be using for your clothing brand. And I want you to forget about all the different types of t-shirts that you're thinking about using for your clothing brand. And instead, right now, what I want you to do is think about how exactly you're going to go about raising your clothing brand's social status so that your clothing brand is cooler than the people that you are trying to sell to, okay? Take a clothing brand like Supreme, for example, and really step back, step outside the box, and look at the Supreme logo, okay? Like really look at it from outside the box. All that it is just a square, a little rectangle with red in it and the word Supreme written across it. Are your logos really any worse than the Supreme logo? Definitely not, right? Like all that the Supreme logo is just a simple red box with the word Supreme in it. So why is it exactly that Supreme is able to sell on a world scale hundreds of millions of dollars of clothing all year long, all the time, when all they have is just a simple little logo? It's because it's not about the design, okay? When you look at what Supreme did, they got their clothing worn by Tyler, the Creator, Drake, Nas, A$AP Rocky, Kanye West. They got news coverage from all around the world that is just so much credibility for your clothing brand. And when everybody's seeing it all the time, it gives your brand so much value. Not only that, but they did collaborations with brands like Nike and Louis Vuitton, and that is their main focus. Okay, their main focus is how they're going to be social and increase their social influence, and that's their entire marketing strategy in a nutshell. So this idea that I'm presenting to you, that clothing brands are actually a special type of business where almost all of the value that you are putting into the brand and into your business comes from the social aspect, is something that I feel a lot of clothing brand owners truly don't understand on a deep enough level yet, okay? Supreme came out with a brick, for God's sakes, okay? They literally came out with a Supreme brick, okay? So while we're worrying about, the quality of our t-shirts and, which type of printing method we're gonna use, which I'm obviously, not denying that it's important, okay? You wanna have a high quality product. But when they can come out with a brick and literally just put Supreme on a brick and sell it for like $100, it says something that the value of what, a true clothing brand has been able to create is almost all in the social aspect and just creating something that's cool. So when you step back and you really think about it, how exactly is your clothing brand going to go about becoming cooler? Well, the way that you go about that is you really hustle the social aspect. You really want to get your clothing brand worn by influencers in your space. You also really want to know exactly who you are, because before you can really send it out and get influencers to wear your stuff, you really need to know who you are first, okay? So that's really the first step. But once you figure out who you are, then you get it worn by influencers and you try to create a social aspect around your clothing brand. And when you do that, you will notice a massive difference in your clothing brand than just coming out with products all the time and hoping that they sell. With all this being said, if you want me to look at your clothing brand and help you out and give you suggestions and feedback for how exactly you can improve, incorporate social influence, and just overall figure out your whole brand concept and exactly how you can become a thriving clothing brand, I'm now offering brand reviews, okay? You can sign up for a brand review at www.apparelsuccess.com, and I will go through your clothing brand and offer you as much advice as I possibly can for how I believe that you can improve your clothing brand. If you've made it to this point in the video, I want to tell you about the closed Facebook group that we have going on for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description below. Follow that link. Join us in the Facebook group. We're a bunch of clothing brand owners all in there to support each other and answer each other's questions. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.